Alright, welcome back. I found some more supplies here. There's a rift there as well. But I'm not going to take it down right now. Why? Because I can't do it. I'm too weak. The enemies in this area are too powerful. I'm just gonna get all the supplies and then sort this whole thing out. The supplies lie right there. Or I could wait. There's no reason to hurry. Ah, good. Finally found the silk on an lamb's wool. I'll be going for the Master of Horses soon enough as well. Need it. Need horses. Need a horse, for fuck's sake. What's this? Huh. Interesting. Come on! Take it down. There we go. Oh, an Ash Warrior's Refuge. What's that? Demons! Shades, specifically. Mage. Damn it. Oh shit.
Back me up.
What? How does that work?
No.
Okay, where is him? Why does every mage and their mother have access to demons? Anyway, I found all the supplies.
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
Yes. Ooh, what's here? What am I gonna do with this?
Red lyrium and a would-be miner, I believe.
Yeah. Why does Varric... Oh, I destroyed it. Why is there red lyrium here? That's a good question. I'll really need to get rid of some of the stuff here. Okay, there's rifts here. 2 rifts. Those are the 2 rifts right there. But I'm not gonna bother with them right now. Instead, yes, I'll travel. Yes. Took you long enough. Makes sense, but still. Ah, 35 out of 60. So I haven't collected that many items. Still have about half my inventory to go through before I fill it. Obviously I'll be selling a lot of useless shit in the meantime. Now, how do I enter?
That tower is impressive, even as a ruin. I wonder what dreams it might hold.
You think the Inquisition could maybe find out what these things are?
San Liliana, I guess. The Var. I'm not interested in every bit of lore.
There must be something here.
Curious. So there is something here, but... Wait. Well, maybe Varric can squeeze through. I doubt it, but... He should be able to, but he can't. Because the game doesn't care about such things. Well, maybe we can go through up. Come on, let me up. Okay. Gotta be a way. What is this? Rock armor recipe. Alright. Hey, no need to waste time with Eric, right? What is stopping me? Branches? Well, there is something there. I just need to find a way to get to it. Other side, perhaps? Nope. And that pop-in is annoying.
Seen it every down the closet. Everything burning as the mages laugh.
Michael, you need to stop. You're not sleeping.
Nothing to report, sir.
Well, I guess that's it, right? Fine.
Hopefully the Inquisition can find some way to help these people.
It's just what I heard.
See you. You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and elf fruit. I know healers are in short supply. But if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
You were concerned about refugees starving?
Yes. Many of them brought food, but they expected to be home by now. Or safe in a city. There's a hunter up the hill who has some ideas.
What can you tell me about the Templars?
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. These bastards ignored the order. Now they're killing rebel mages, along with any refugees they think are mage sympathizers. Every Templar I've ever known has wanted to protect the common folk. These men defile their order's good name.
What can you tell me about the rebel mages?
The real rebels are up north in Redcliffe, dug in and taking care of their own. The ones out here are just apostates, locked up in the circles all these years, and now they've gone mad with power. The rebels in Redcliffe have washed their hands of them. I wish we could do the same.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Okay. Power. Yes. Training, huh? Okay.
Fine day to you.
This will help me form a support base. These people will become my soldiers, or my workers, my laborers.
Keep an eye out.
I'll take care of them and they'll work for me.
Mages, Templars, bandits, demons. Making it hard for a man to hunt for his supper.
Here, maybe this will help.
It more than helps. With this, I can fill these hungry bellies. Give these folks some hope. I didn't think much of the Inquisition. But no one else is helping like you lot. Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna complete Strange Bedfellows. Wait, the other way. It's a weaker system than in Origins, than Dragon Age 2, in terms of tactics. You don't get to pick how they cast spells. That's just controlled by the game. It might be better in the long run, I suppose, than letting the player if they spend time working on it. But it doesn't seem that they've really thought that through.
I found Ritz and rescued her from an attack by the Templars. She's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time. Watch your back out there.
Thank you.
You there? Can you help my wife? Please, I beg you.
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath, like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die. Do you have the potion?
This can wait. This really can wait.
You all right, sir?
Of course.
True enough. I don't know. So,
I have heard stories about you, Herald of Andraste. I am Enchanter Elendra. I hope you find a way to end this foolish war.
I believe this is your phylactery. I found it on the body of a dead Templar named Matrin.
Ah, I suspected he died when he did not join me or send word. Maker curse the fools who started this war, and the fools who now fight it. Thank you. Matrin was important to me. Here, for your trouble.
The Inquisition could use the skills of a powerful mage.
If I wished to kill others, I would have joined the rebels. How is the Inquisition any better?
Farewell.
Thank you again. It is better to know. May I help you?
If you're a mage, why aren't you with the rebel mages?
I was an enchanter in the College of Equitarians. We wanted tolerance, not war. Matrin and I were certain we could find a way to avoid fighting old friends. And each other. I know my own strength. I have no fear of demons. I will keep to myself and harm none.
I'd like to know more about you and Matrin.
Ah, Templars and mages. Natural enemies, they always say. As though you can keep healthy men and women close to each other for years without anyone getting ideas. We were friends for many years, and lovers for many more. And now he is gone because of this war.
You haven't joined the rebels or the refugees. Are you on your own?
Yes, it is safer that way. For everyone. At first, I used my healing skills to help the refugees. But when the Templars saw me, they attacked. Innocent people died in that battle. I will endanger no more.
The Inquisition could use the skills of a powerful mage.
If I wished to kill others, I would have joined the rebels. How is the Inquisition any better?
Farewell.
Good day.
I could use a healer. You know? It's just... Do I really need to... It's common sense, really. If she's got the skills of healer, I could use it. Well, I guess I need to prove the worth of the Inquisition here. To her.
Maker's breath. If I were back in the city, I could just steal some blankets.
I found some of the apostates' supply stores. I can mark the locations for you.
I'll get out there myself with a few men and pick them up. This will keep a lot more refugees alive next time it snows. I appreciate it.
Okay, I'll just find the master of horses first. Or you're not fine, it's enough. I think it's enough. But how do I get to the world map? And that's a good question. How do I leave this place? I guess there's a way out there. Don't worry, I'll be back. If Redcliffe is in this area, I will be back. Alright, there was a freeze right there, but the game recovered when I alt-tabbed. Alright. So be it then. So, I've done a portion of it. I know that I'm going to come back, to go back there, so that's why I'm in no hurry.
Yes?
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Plenty.
Is that right?
As you wish. My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lord.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentecosts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentaghasts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from. The Pentaghasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage. My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a Mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
Your uncle was a Mortalitasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The Mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Nevarans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
But what does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
So what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday. The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died. Yet I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
What happened to the mages that helped you?
They went back to their circles. with rewards and privileges and Most Holy's gratitude. Many of them died at the conclave.
You're delightful. You know that?
No, I do not know that. I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
I'll let you get back to work.
Codex entries, you say? Where's Cullen? That's a good question. Where is my faithful Cullen? Right. Well, Costin here on Serious Gaming, signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thank you all for watching and stay tuned for more.